Hello, this is Mathroom347 for another live update. And basically, this is a bit different. I'm not doing an update telling you what game I'm going to do next. It's not like telling you like I said, I'm not going to learn games for a while because I feel that maybe I should explain a bit more. Because I ordered 2 games and stuff, and I had a great time playing through them. The first that I played through was Bravely Second End Layer. I haven't completed it yet, but I'm doing really good so far. I'm having a fun time. Like new jobs they've added, like the Catmancer. It's pretty fun. And I see returning characters, and you get to play as new ones and all that. And it's a good game, very good. And the game I just got yesterday is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, actual limited edition, which comes with the amiibo. The first amiibo I've ever actually got for my Wii U, which also looks like a new dungeon exclusive to the HD of Twilight Princess, and also came with a nice soundtrack as well in the game. So, so far it looks really good. I definitely look forward to playing it because, yeah, I have the original version for Nintendo Wii, and using that Wii remote and that target system so it didn't work, and the fact you have to worry that maybe the batteries in the Wii might run out or something, or no about that anymore, because you can play on the Wii U gamepad or the Wii U Pro controller. So yeah, I can play it for heart's content without worrying about waving my hand or something. I mean, Skyward Sword was much better in my opinion when it came to controls, because I had Wii Control Plus, which is like a billion times better. It's a lot more precise in my movements, and I feel like I was in much more control compared to that one. So yeah, in fact, I think most people play it on the GameCube actually, rather than the Nintendo Wii, even though it had full screen capabilities. But yeah, but so far having a fun time. I do agree that the prologue, well, basically the beginning of the game, is pretty long-winded. I've gotten through most of it actually, and my apartment's playing as the wolf now. So yeah. But yeah, I'll probably be learning for quite a while throughout March, because I've still got those 2 games I'm going through. And April, the same for that too, because there's a new Ratchet and Clank game coming out near the end of April. And, well, also Uncharted. However, I heard that game's getting delayed again. It was supposed to come out near the end of April, but I heard it might actually get delayed later on. And if that is the case, that's going to be super annoying. So we hope that's not the case. But, if that happens, it happens. Not like with Star Fox though, Star Fox Zero. That game's been delayed enough. Good news is it's getting a definite date. Which reminds me, I watched the new Nintendo Direct. That was pretty good. I'm so looking forward to some of those games. Kirby? Yes. I love Kirby Triple Strike through the 3DS. I actually got that game for free. Ages ago, I did a special offer. And if I downloaded enough codes or something, and whatever, it was a limited time thing. It was fun, but I got the new Kirby Triple Strike. It was awesome. So I can't wait for the next one. And this time, he actually gets to control a robot, and the robot itself also has the ability to suck up new abilities, just like with Kirby, copy abilities. So the robot itself also has copy abilities as well, which is just awesome. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. It looks really cool. So I'm gonna have a fun time playing that when it comes out. Oh, yeah, and Dragon Quest. They're making the Dragon Quest game. Remember the Dragon Quest 7? They're completely remaking that game for the 3DS. Man, I haven't played a Dragon Quest game in ages, so I'm definitely gonna get that. It's Dragon Quest 7. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that game. I heard that Dragon Quest 7 also was on for the PS1, and it's originally it did, I think, have a US release or some kind of translation. But I heard that game is hard as balls, like really tough Dragon Quest game, like ridiculously so. The only thing harder is probably Dragon Warrior, where you had to grind. I haven't played the Dragon Warrior games. Yeah, it's just pretty grind heavy. But it's not the only reason I want to talk about. Yeah, I do have a bit of a rant. I actually just recently heard about this. but I feel like I have to get my say on it because it just pissed me off. It's got to be, what I'm talking about here, the worst game console I've ever heard. Simply known as this chameleon console. And I just heard about it, and man, I'm gonna do links below to take to you guys more information if you're curious. But when I heard about it, man, it sucked. Basically, it was a Kickstarter for a game console, which lets you play retro games and cartridges. You know, just like the good old days. I mean, that seemed like great on paper, but the Kickstarters had tons of delays, and when the actually showed it off, people started seeing foul play. And by foul play, I mean like literally stealing stuff from other game consoles and shoving it into theirs. Like, for starters, when they did the one prototype, the ports, you know when you have game ports and stuff, the ports were connected into the console, like, permanently. You couldn't take them out. To a third party Wii U Pro controller. Yeah. And the back of the console had the same setup as another console, like the SNES console, which had similar configurations, but you know, it just looks bad. And when people realize it, they took it out and they made a new version of it. It was all crystal clear and stuff. But that one was even worse, because the other one was like a cheaper knockoff, and they made this other one where they pretty much took the case of a Jaguar and then used electric tape to cover the back or something to make it super tacky to cover their mistakes. This other one, it looked crystal clear and nice, except that the inside, and I wish I was making this up, they put a capture card inside the game console. Now, don't know what a capture card is. It's basically like a capture device, like what I use to record video games. The difference is a capture card is something you slot into the computer, like an expansion, and you connect your game console to the computer, and it captures on the screen your monitor, and you can record up there. It's recording software, blah blah blah. But that doesn't make you play video games. That captures video games, helps you record them. I mean, a capture device that could also play video games as long as you record them. That'd be interesting. But no, it captures the card or device. Just captures the video game screen onto either a monitor or a TV. That's what they put inside their game console. That's all it was. Wasn't some clever expansion. It was literally just a capture card inside a game console. And once again, when people call them out on this, yeah, they immediately took it out, because apparently which the developers or other companies, when they call them out, yeah, they weren't very happy. And when I hear about this, it is, wow. I feel so sorry for everyone that kickstarted this, because they have screwed so many people over with this bullshit. It's like the biggest cons I've ever seen. It's just horrible. And the thing is, though, when Review Tech USA called them out on it, they actually threatened to take his video down, even though he was actually telling the truth. Actually, I'm going to do a link to his video. I did his video as well as AlphaOmegaSin's to tell you, because Review Tech USA actually shows you in detail with pictures of why it's complete bullshit. And also AlphaOmegaSin has a pretty good opinion on it as well. But yeah, I'll put a link below if you're curious. But yeah, I mean, wow, that's just horrible. I mean, to desecrate game consoles just to make a crappy version of your own, and then set it off as try to set it off as your own, doing that is terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually got sued by other game companies or something that array those original game consoles, because I'm pretty sure even if those game consoles aren't used anymore, I'm pretty sure you can't just take off other parts of the game consoles, add them to your own, and then just, that's it. I mean, there has to be some kind of repercussions. I just can't see them get away with that. But yeah, everyone's calling bullshit on them. Everyone's banning them. I think a lot of people can ban their money back on Kickstarter. I know I would if I funded that. But yeah, everyone is super pissed about it. Oh, it's just horrible to do such a thing. But yeah, that's the thing though about when you do Kickstarters though. If you don't fulfill your promise, it doesn't always happen, but if you don't, then Kickstarter themselves will actually take action. Not always, but it depends. But if it really is as piece of shit as it is, and seen by all the clear evidence is, and if Kickstarter takes action, and they can tell you to say you need to give the money back, man. These people are paid. They felt fund your product. You lied to them. You pretty much scam them out of their money. You should give them their money back now. They can take legal action because you can't just. That's the thing about Kickstarter though. You can't just start. You can't just start a project Kickstarter, pay up front, and then con people out of their money and then expect us to keep it on this one way. No. Kickstarter is going to do that because, you have failed Kickstarter projects, but that's usually when the product itself isn't very good and stuff, or maybe just didn't kick off because people are interested in it. That's one thing, but to promise people something genuine and just screw them over like that, then no one's going to take that sitting down. So yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, all of the made up game consoles you thought of, I mean, they are nothing compared to this thing. It's just bad, really, really bad. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because it was just terrible. But yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about mostly. But yeah, pretty much a lot through March. I'm just going to be playing with other games for a while and stuff. Like I said, I need to take a bit of a break. And also just carrying my studies and all that. But yeah, I do hope that delay about Uncharted isn't true. That isn't delayed again. Because it's going to come like near the end of April. And I really hope it does come by then. Because I bought that game quite a while ago. It's been delayed. I mean, this isn't as bad as Mice number 9. I mean, that game delayed a few times. But yeah, that's all I want to give my 2 cents on it and all that, and just my opinion. But I hope you guys did enjoy my 2 blind ones. But I did 2 of them in a row. And I'll see you guys, when I feel like when I do something else big. I might do an RPG next, eventually, when I get around to it, maybe. Maybe like a proper big RPG or turn-based one, just, whatever suits my fancy. You never know. Won't be a blind one, though. I mean, I did 2 of them in a row to, try to, keep it fresh. Maybe that's a boss one. I haven't done a boss one in ages. But, we'll see what happens. But that is Maximum347. And, well, this is another update. See you guys whenever.